Sometimes, the scariest stories are not fiction, but someone else's memories. Tonight, you will hear one of those stories. Don't trust your eyes. Don't trust your memory. Just listen carefully, because the nightmare may begin the moment you least expect it.
I don't remember the exact moment it happened. One second I was at work, carrying on with my normal day. The next, there was an unbearable pain, like something tearing through my skull. And then blackness. When I opened my eyes, I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was lying in a cozy bedroom, the air filled with the faint smell of lavender. A lamp glowed warmly beside me. But something inside me screamed, this wasn't my life. A woman walked in, smiling as if she knew me. She leaned down, kissed my forehead, and called me by a name that wasn't mine. Behind her, a small child peeked out shyly, giggling. They sat with me, talking about memories I didn't have, birthdays I never celebrated, vacations I had never taken. I smiled back, nodded, pretended I belonged. But deep down, I knew I was trapped inside someone else's life. That night, while lying in bed, I stared at the lamp on the nightstand. Its light flickered. Once, twice, and then the room around me began to dissolve. The walls bled into smoke. The smiling woman's face melted into nothing. The child vanished mid-laugh. I was left sitting alone in a void, the lamp still burning faintly, floating in the dark. The next time I woke up, I was in a hospital. The smell of disinfectant burned my nostrils. A faint beep echoed from a machine beside me. White walls stretched endlessly down sterile hallways, but I couldn't shake the feeling that even this wasn't real. I got out of bed and began walking. The hall seemed endless, each step echoing louder than the last. As I walked, the walls began to change. Paint cracked and peeled away. White plaster became damp stone. The floor turned cold, uneven. I realized the hallway was transforming into a tunnel. Somewhere in the darkness ahead, I heard the slow rhythm of someone breathing. The tunnel opened into a massive cavern. Ancient symbols covered the walls, glowing faintly like they were alive. And in the center of the cavern yawned a bottomless black pit. From its depths came whispers, voices calling my name. Cold air rushed upward, wrapping around me like fingers. Something began to stir inside the pit. Shadows shifted, forming long, twisted limbs. Faceless figures started crawling upward, their movements jerky, unnatural. They pulled themselves out of the abyss, reaching for me with stretched arms. I ran, I don't know how long, only that their whispers chased me, growing louder with every step. The cavern shook, stones falling as a tunnel collapsed behind me. I stumbled, tripped, and suddenly, without warning, I was back in the hospital corridor. But this time the walls glitched, flickering between hospital white and dripping stone. Reality itself was tearing apart. I fell to the floor, gasping, and then I saw it again, the lamp, the same one from the bedroom, burning softly in the darkness. I crawled toward it, desperate, trembling. Behind me, in the silence, footsteps echoed, slow, heavy, getting closer. My chest tightened, my vision blurred, and as the light flickered, I whispered to myself, what if my whole life has been nothing but a dream?